Paul Doswell, 3-1 win against Hungerford Town. How do you reflect on that game?
Yeah, I thought it was a brilliant away performance. Obviously disappointed to give away that goal in the last 3 or 4 minutes because we were very much concentrated on keeping a clean sheet. But I think we had 7 chances in the second half. I think their keepers pulled off, especially in the first minute of the second half, quite brilliant save. And it could have been 7 or 8 up to that point. But that's a good reaction. Another 3 goals scored away from home. Much more concentrated in our defensive work as well today. And I think you've got to give a lot of credit to Hungerford. I mean, a young side, they kept going, really kept going. And, we knew it was going to be a difficult game. We had to dig in that first 15 minutes. A lot of long throws coming in against us. Thought we defended them well. But overall, not an easy place to come. Very, very difficult pitch to play on. But, you take those 3 points. And I think that's 6 wins and 3 draws away from home now, which is a fantastic achievement.
And of course, it keeps up that unbeaten away record in the league, the only club I think in the division to do so.
Yes, and I think that takes us through to the new year. So that's the whole of the half of the season, being unbeaten. Tough game, January the 1st, we know that. But certainly going forward, we're looking at a real threat. So, we look forward to a recovery period and then going to Weymouth on New Year's Day.
The goals, it kind of got on the scale of good to better to even better. I mean, Kedwell's and Fogden's, without disrespect to Alfie's, were fantastic strikes.
Yeah, Alfie's was a proper striker's finish, being brave enough to get in between the keeper. Ked's volley was right up there. I thought the third goal was the best goal. Yeah. Wes was always going to take 2 or 3 games to get back to that little sort of fitness level. And that's his 3rd game now. We've managed to get him 60 and 65 minutes, and you can see the benefit of him now after being out for a long time as well.
I think getting that 3rd goal right before half-time kind of give us the licence to dictate the way the game was played in the second half a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, if you saw our start, I mean, I'm sure Steve will show us on the highlights, but I mean, the start of the second half, we had 2 or 3, and it was great saves from their keeper, to be fair, and the amount of headers from corners and cleared off the lines, and that's something that could have come back to haunt you if you hadn't got that 3rd goal, like you said, and it gave us the ability to really see the game out. We didn't have to overcommit, but I still felt that we were a threat going forward. But a lot of it as well is making sure that you save that energy, you save your legs, because at 3-0 you should have won the game, and to be honest, we had.
I mean, credit to Hungerford as well. At 3-0 down, a lot of sides perhaps would have folded and caved in and protected the scoreline a little bit, but until the 90th minute and showed with the scoreline, they came out and gave a good fist of it. Yeah,
I thought I said to Just, I think if we had gone 4-0 up at early doors in that second half, then that would have been mentally quite a problem for them. But again, their keepers kept them in it, really. I think 3 or 4 great saves in that first 15 minutes of the second half, and rightly so. They kept going, and they'll cause teams problems there if they can keep doing what they're doing in the right periods of the game. So no, it was good.
Some returning faces today, Joe Cook perhaps more than any other one. I suppose that Cook effect really is real, I suppose.
Well, I thought it was important to show some faith in him. There's no point in calling him back unless you're going to start him. And I sort of mentioned that to him. We kept a very close eye on him when he was at Bognor. Steve and Frenchie went and looked at him a couple of times. Jack Pearce gave very good reports on him. And what that does is give competition back for places, because maybe the back four had got comfortable in terms of how it was being picked. And as I said, I wasn't happy with the Braintree 3 goals going in against us, or the fact we haven't kept a clean sheet. Can sort of forgive him today because it was only sort of in the last 5 minutes and it didn't ultimately matter. But I mean, Cookie's coming. I thought Simon Morton did a really good job in there as well. So it was 3 of those back 4 were changed from the Braintree game. Benny's come back again. He's been out for 8-9 weeks. I thought Benny put in a really good shift as well. I think you can go through the whole team today though and say that they were at it, and we knew how important the game was today, and to come here and make sure that we battled. I think that was the most important thing, making sure that we didn't turn up here and anyone expected to win. These games are tough, and that's what we drilled into ourselves before the game and at half time.
And of course, what it has done, it's ended 2019 on a high for the Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, it's I suppose it was a disappointment for the supporters of getting relegated last year. We are going to be finishing on a relative high. I mean, obviously we've got lots of games in hand. You look at it, if the Slough game wasn't called off, I think we'd be only 4 or 5 points behind Willstone with 2 games in hand. So, we were disappointed with that Slough game. It still comes back. I've got to talk about it a month after, but that's where we would have been. So overall, I think everyone's got to be happy. It's good, real feel-good factor around the club, and got to see the support here today. You know, what was it, 150 odd?
Round about
you
that,
know,
yeah.
Hawks fans. Great noise, especially in the first half underneath the stand, and you know they have been superb right the way from me and Birdie coming in, and you know, it is massive our away support as well. It's really, really good when you come out, you hear them, and I think they're worth a goal to us at times.
Paul, thank you very much, and we'll see you on New Year's Day.
Cheers, Henry.